Russia launched its largest air assault since the beginning of the war on Ukraine, targeting multiple cities and regions overnight. Ukrainian officials confirmed that the attacks killed at least 4 people, including an infant, and set the main government building in central Kyiv on fire. This marked one of the most intense barrages of drones and missiles since Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022. The Ukrainian government reported widespread destruction across the country as people woke up to air raid sirens and explosions that shook major urban areas. According to authorities in Kyiv, the capital experienced one of the heaviest waves of strikes. The government's main administrative building in the city center was hit, sparking a massive fire that emergency services battled for hours. Images from the scene showed heavy smoke rising over central Kyiv as firefighters worked to contain the blaze. Ukrainian officials said the building was severely damaged but did not collapse. President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the attack, describing it as another act of terror against the Ukrainian people. In addition to Kyiv, several other cities and regions were targeted in the overnight assault. The cities of Zaporizhzhia, Kryvyi Rih, and Odesa were among those hit, with reports of damage to residential buildings, power infrastructure, and industrial facilities. In Odesa, blasts shook parts of the port city, which has often been a target of Russian strikes due to its strategic importance on the Black Sea. Meanwhile, in Kryvyi Rih, the hometown of President Zelensky, missiles struck residential neighborhoods, leaving several people injured and causing panic among residents. Northern regions were not spared either. In Sumy and Chernihiv, local officials confirmed strikes that destroyed homes and caused significant disruption to electricity supplies. Emergency crews were dispatched to rescue civilians trapped under rubble and to restore critical services where possible. Ukrainian authorities reported that air defense units managed to shoot down several incoming drones and missiles, but the sheer scale of the attack meant that many still got through, causing widespread destruction. President Zelensky addressed the nation following the attacks, stating that Ukraine would not be broken by Russian aggression. He emphasized the need for stronger international support, particularly in air defense systems, to protect Ukrainian cities from such large-scale barrages. Zelensky reiterated his call for more weapons and ammunition from Western allies, warning that Russia is escalating its campaign to weaken Ukrainian resolve. The Ukrainian Air Force reported that dozens of drones and missiles were launched simultaneously, a tactic aimed at overwhelming defenses. This strategy has been used before but rarely on such a scale. Military analysts believe Russia may be testing Ukraine's defenses while also trying to damage critical infrastructure ahead of the winter months. Power plants, energy grids, and government institutions remain frequent targets as Moscow seeks to cripple Ukraine's ability to function both militarily and administratively. In Kyiv, residents described the night as one of the most terrifying since the early days of the war. Many were forced to take shelter in underground metro stations as explosions echoed through the city. Parents carried their children into bunkers while emergency sirens blared across neighborhoods. Witnesses said the fire at the government building lit up the sky and could be seen from several kilometers away. International reaction to the attack has been swift. Western leaders condemned Russia's actions, calling the strikes indiscriminate and unlawful under international humanitarian law. Officials from the European Union and the United States renewed their pledges of support for Ukraine, while also highlighting the urgent need to provide additional military aid. Humanitarian organizations warned of a potential rise in civilian casualties if such attacks continue at this scale. Despite the devastation, Ukrainian officials vowed to continue resisting and rebuilding. They said the attacks, though devastating, have only strengthened national unity and determination. As rescue efforts continue in affected regions, Ukraine braces for the possibility of further large-scale assaults in the coming days, signaling a dangerous escalation in the ongoing conflict.